guys, thank you for stopping by my channel today. I mentioned in my last video, my May favorites, that I had been in the process of moving and in fact had filmed that video while I was on the road for 10 days, moving to my new home, which I have finally arrived in, and I learned something. I thought it was hard to film and live on the road, and now that I'm in my own home, I don't know, maybe I had this expectation that things were going to get better. I am surrounded by boxes. Hundreds of boxes, well, 100+ boxes anyway. And I don't know, in the hotel, it just seemed so much easier. They gave you free Wi-Fi, they gave you breakfast in many locations, they gave you clean sheets and a clean bed and a happy little room, and I feel like I am living in utter chaos right now. So I am in my new space. I am trying to get comfortable with what's going on around me. It's not happening yet, but that's okay. I will get to it. It will be a process. And so again, I really did want to make sure that I posted at least a video once a week on Fridays, and so I came up with the idea for this one. And actually, it's kind of a beauty related video. I wanted to share with you a handful of really weird or interesting or quirky facts about myself. I thought it would give you an opportunity to get to know me a little bit more and know maybe where some of my sense of humor or craziness comes from. But also, I think it really is important that we can laugh at ourselves, because I think that does make us look beautiful. It keeps our stress levels down, which also enhances kind of our physical appearance and our mental health and all of that good stuff combined. And so I am going to declare that this is a beauty video, because laughing at yourself and finding the humor in things, I think, are the things that help us really get by and survive this ridiculously crazy life. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit about me and why I'm as crazy as I think I am, then just keep watching. By the way, I mentioned, you know, I'm in this entire process of moving. What's kind of funny is I've been so involved in everything that's involved in moving that kind of my personal beauty routines and habits have kind of fallen by the wayside. If you've ever watched a movie where, you know, it's kind of the end of the world, or, you know, humanity or society in a particular area kind of ceases, and you fast forward a number of years and you look back on that town and there's a tree growing up in the middle of a building and everything is just kind of overgrown because the presence of humans was taken away. Well, that's kind of how I feel my body is right now. It is completely overgrown. Like, I spent a good portion of this morning removing the duplicate eyebrows that apparently I was growing below my already current and I thought fabulous eyebrows that I already had. An entirely duplicate backup set was growing in only a matter of days. My mani-pedi situation is atrocious, and even though it's the middle of summer right now, I really need to be walking around with booties and gloves 24/7. My pores are completely clogged. I am a hot mess, and I think honestly I am going to live out all of my days where I am currently living right now, because I don't think I could go through another move at this point. So the first interesting fact about myself that I want to share with you is the one that I think is going to send me to hell, because I have this uncontrollable need to laugh when people fall down. It's awful. Like, someone could literally like suffer some like severe bodily harm and I cannot help but start laughing. And you know, when you try to stifle the laugh, it only gets even worse. People fall down, and I think this is the funniest thing. My own husband, who I love dearly, will trip or fall. Like, you don't even have to like hit the pavement. Like, if you just like trip, see, I'm already starting to laugh. If you just trip, I don't know, there's just something that comes over me and I cannot prevent my body from laughing. I watched my own mother fall once, and it was not the prettiest thing. And I was asking her through laughter, oh my goodness, are you okay? See, I'm telling you, that one is sending me to hell. If you were to add the presence of senior citizens who could very much more easily suffer bodily harm if they were to, God forbid, fall. You can go on YouTube and you can see like montages of seniors who are dancing at different events and functions. I can't stop laughing. And when they dance, they fall. That's it. It's all over for me. And I'm literally going to hell for that one. But I don't know. There's just something about the vulnerability, I think, of people falling down. You just kind of, you like you like look around, you like look at the ground, you're like, there must have been something there that, you know, caused me to fall. It was not my own inherent loss of balance or some other crazy thing. I will, by the way, laugh when I fall down as well. So, because again, you've got to laugh. When you fall, don't feel embarrassed. We all fall. When you fall, you just laugh. And hopefully you didn't break something. Another quirky, possibly crazy fact about myself is that I cannot take or tolerate a body of water that is not moving. So for example, all of you fabulous people out there that are enjoying some time in the bath with the bath salts and the oils and the shower gels, and you've got your either your book or your Kindle or your whatever, not for me. Water around me that I am submerged in must be moving at all times. So for example, the ocean is okay, but a lake, or God forbid a pond, no, that is not happening, because that water is just standing still, and I don't know, I just feel like you're a target for something. I don't know. Water must be moving. Swimming pools, pretty sketch for me. It's kind of a very hot day if you're gonna find me in a swimming pool, but jacuzzis, jetted tubs, no problem. Water is moving. I even probably take that to the extreme because I can't stand in the shower unless the water is on. So if I'm standing in the bathtub and it's just like stagnant water in there, no, must exit bathtub immediately.
What's wrong with me? I'm hearing myself talk about these things and I'm like, you're really crazy. There is significantly something wrong with you.
Another interesting but probably crazy part of my personality is that if I believed in reincarnation, and a small part of me thinks that that's actually a possibility, that we were once, you might default to saying you were once another human being, but I think that it could be much broader than that. For example, I think I was a lizard in a former life because I have brought some of my lizard skills into this current life. What am I talking about? I can see my peripheral vision like goes behind my head. Like I can see anything that is around here, like it catches my eye. If there is, for example, a tiny little black spider on the wall, like over there, I can be talking to you and completely involved in the story that you are telling me, and I will notice that little spider out of the corner of my eye. I can sense movement directly behind me, and it's like a radar. I'm like, there is something, I am sensing something is moving behind there, even though no part of me can see it. But this peripheral vision radar that I have could really only be born of a lizard. Another fascinatingly crazy part of my personality is that I would much rather any day of the week organize rather than clean. And on the surface, that might sound like that's a pretty innocent statement, not that much of a big deal, except if you're like me and you get to the point where you might perhaps be living in squalor, but you are distinctly disturbed by the fact that all of the shampoo bottles are not with all of the other shampoo bottles. So for example, if there was a random shampoo bottle located someplace in the house, I will devote the time and energy from moving said shampoo bottle randomly located in the house to where she belongs, which is inside the bathroom with all of the other shampoo bottles. Pile of dishes in the sink? No problem, unless all of the shoes that I own are not adequately and appropriately placed within their homes, which is the shoe boxes that they came in with the picture of the shoe facing outward so that you know exactly what shoe is inside that particular shoe box. Pile of dishes, you can sit there for hours for all I care. I need to go organize my shoes. Okay, so that's it. Just some random information that I think makes me crazy, but you know what? I think we all have a little bit of crazy within us. And so I challenge you to share what your inner crazy is. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below, just so that we can be friends. We can be crazy friends. I really hope you had a good time today laughing with me, because I want to stress that I am absolutely laughing at myself, because if I took myself any more seriously than that, then I would not make it in this world. So I hope you had a good time with me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not one of my subscribers, you really might not want to be one of my subscribers now that you know how crazy I am. But if you feel like giving it a go, then click the subscribe button. Again, thanks for spending your time with me today. I look forward. So usually I say here that I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Quite frankly, I am right now looking forward to bringing some order to my life right now and setting up my filming room so that I've got good lighting and good sound and good background. Look at this. It looks like I'm in a frame right here. I've got 2 doors in this room, and now as I'm sitting here watching, kind of as I'm going, I'm like, hey, I'm in my own little personal picture frame. You could literally just hang me on the wall. Anyway, but I am looking forward to more videos, and I am looking forward to, like I said, bringing some order to my life. I hope you have a really good rest of the day. I look forward to seeing you next week. In the meantime, thanks.
If there is like a little tiny black spit, what's a spit? Aside from the whole animal rights thing, lizards might make really nice handbags and shoes. So I wonder if that's how I died. Was I actually a handbag? Did I become a handbag or a shoe? See, it might be all connected. Another ridiculous part of my personality is that I would much rather prefer.